Dear representative of European institutions, European Commission, European Parliament, agencies, international and intergovernmental organization, data or service user, data or service providers, members of the EARSC community, project partners, and students as well online. It is with a great pleasure that I am opening this 5th edition of EXPANDEO with the motto "Where the market meets." Last year, EXPANDEO, the EARSC flagship event, attracted 641 attendees from 70 countries all around the globe. These impressive numbers really reflect the global interest of the Earth observation downstream community, transcending European borders. The European Union stands as an inspiring leader, fostering fair and collaborative industry development. EARSC, as a trade association, sees itself as a facilitator, bridging the gap between industrial actors and user community and policymaker in order to nurture and develop business collaboration. To reach the widest audience and share the knowledge amongst all, we decided to stream again to organize this EXPANDEO in hybrid format. This success will not be possible without the strong support and continuous support of all our members, which are really the backbone, the heart of the association. But as I'm used to say, you cannot support if you do not monitor. And in this context, we published, and you may have seen some months ago, the last industry survey, which play a key role. Our latest funding report a positive growth of more than 10% per annum over the last 5 years, restoring the Earth observation market growth back to the pre-pandemic levels. This survey highlighted a 3% increase in the number of companies. It showed a rise of 8% in the creation of jobs. All this is great, but it was as well with a remarkable 27% increase in the revenues, which demonstrates several things. First one is that the Earth observation downstream community in Europe is able to deliver, and to deliver services fitting user needs. First point. Second, very important aspect is that we can see that many what were called before niche market are becoming fully fledged market, still small, but proper market, where numerous SMEs are developing or are targeting opportunities, the one which are really closely linked to climate adaptations and climate change. However, we can see as well that the primary growth comes from mainly the defense and the development of national constellations, where the SMEs are less involved. So, if we can hope that the conflict will stop soon, what we need to make sure is that the future of the companies is as shiny as it is currently. It raises so different questions about the future exploitation of these constellations, the ability of SMEs to potentially develop in the defense and security market, and the capability of SMEs to connect with their future customer, especially with the public sectors, actors such as the local authorities. In response to this market demand, the Earth observation industry already highlighted demonstrated capability to adapt. The new European Commission, continuing on the European Green Deal, has set new strategic objectives, including enhancing defense capabilities and supporting access to geointelligence. And space-based capabilities, data and services are really key components of this vision, necessitating innovation in both the development on infrastructure, asset, and development of new services. With this in mind, we set up this new edition of EXPANDEO with the aim to provide institutional actors and end users with insight into ongoing and future activities, while offering companies a platform to explore new market opportunities. We designed 10 panels with a tagline, Building Resilience, Policy, Innovation and Partnership for a Sustainable Tomorrow. Topics range from nature restoration and the carbon market up to the defense and the civil security. This is the first time ever that we decide to explore defense and to have a dedicated session in this event. All this will be complemented by international cooperation discussions as a continuity of last year's session. As shown on the slide that you will see, today we'll culminate with the much anticipated second edition of the live pitches that we made for the first time last year. It was really successful, and so we decided to do it again. So I strongly invite you to stay for this award ceremony and the live pitching in order to vote for the future startups. Tomorrow as well, I would like to raise one session which will start at 3 p.m. So in the second half of the afternoon, EXPANDEO will host the PCP-wise open market consultation, which will focus on water management solutions. So if you're working in this field, I strongly encourage you to stay. Of course, up to the end of this meeting, but as well to connect with the PCP-wise team and the buyers, which will be involved in the activity. You will easily find them. They will have a green lanyard. Through the event, we will utilize one tool, Slido, for audience question, live polls and voting during the startup pitches as well. The access code is displayed now on the screen. QR codes are available for in-person attendees on the screen scene. And the code is pinned as well on the top of the online chat for the one attending online. The code will periodically appear during the event. And if you need assistance, please approach a member of the EARSC team to help you. For those attending physically, I invite you to use the Wi-Fi password, which is available on different screens through the venue. Last but not least, I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to all our sponsors, Geosystem, UZ, Halsospace, Creodias, Oceanids, Airbus, PCP-wise, Ground Station Space, SDGs Eyes, Valorada, for their support. Without this support, such events will not be able to be. So, it's now my turn to say my gratitude to introduce the first speaker of the day for a keynote speech, Apostolia Caramalli, member of the Cabinet of the European Commissioner for Defence and Space, Andrius Kubilius. Apostolia has extensive experience within the European institution, the European Commission, the Council of the European Union, and the Cabinet of Joseph Ashbacher before. So, Apostolia, the floor is yours. Thank you very much.